hey there. My name is David Koller, and I'm a musician, guitar player, and composer from Slovakia, from the middle of Europe. And I had the privilege to work with great musicians like Pat Mastelot of King Crimson, Steven Wilson, Trey Gunn, Arve Henriksen, and Eric Truffaz, Christian Ferez, and many, many others. And this is my podcast called David Koller's Podcast, and we have here episode number 2. Today I want to tell you something about my sound, how I practice at home, I can tell you, this is very secret thing, So, I have something like I called sound palette. I have ambient one, dark one, rhythmic, creepy or insane, crazy, and another is technical, if I want to play some solos. So let me tell you something about the creepy one. Okay, this one can be the first one. So I work a lot to find some crazy guitar noises like feedback, or strange delay setup, or ring used with ring modulator and some fuzz. Sometimes I love to use strange chain. For example, it's distortion, overdrive, whammy pedal, and then delay, and in the end of the chain is looper, and I play a lot of crazy stuff. Then I reverse it in my looper, and then I play it, from the looper, and then I play over it, and I reverse looper in real time. So yeah, it sounds really difficult, but it is not. And for example, the mix of creepy and technical soloing, these are two of my sound palette, colors on my sound palette. I can show you in a short sample from project called No Man. It's by Steven Wilson and Tim Bones, and I have recorded a guitar solo for them. And Steven told me, I need a fuck off guitar solo, David. So I have sent him this one. Yeah, this was really creepy, and it was really funny collaboration, Only one note which I have got was, I need a fuck off guitar solo. So here you are with this one, And, when I am practicing, I'm trying to go somewhere where I didn't go with my guitar sounds, I work a lot in Ableton Live software, and I try to make, let's say, strange order of effect chains, for example, I don't know, one looper is reversed, another one is not reversed, etc., and bunch of effects on my Retron and Sense. So I'm just trying to be in good shape with these things, these colors on my palette. So this was example of a creepy one. I can show you ambient one, a lot of musicians on YouTube and I don't know where else are doing this ambient music. They play simple chords or even difficult harmonies with delay and reverb. And that's it. But for me, ambience is living, is a organism which has to be alive. There's something must still happening there, and the good example is for me Christian Fenes with his guitar, or even Brian Eno, So and many others. David Thorne, these are big heroes for me, and Avin Arset, etc., etc., etc. So this ambience is sometimes it looks like it's very simple, and anybody can do that. But believe me, if you want to do it really well and good and make it original, like it's yourself. I can hear that this is David Thorne, and this is Avin Arset, and this is Christian Fenes, and of course this is Brian Eno or John Hassel. For example, you can hear it, and this is very important when you work or you are trying to work on ambient music or ambient sounds. It's not just reverb and delay, and that's it. You have to do much more. And this is also very important for me. So we have creepy sound or creepy color on my sound palette. Another one is ambient one. I can show you a little example from my album with Arve Henriksen called Unexpected Isolation. Here is a short sample for you. This is good example of creepy, the main guitar played by Ebo. You can hear a little rhythmical parts on your right and a little bit on your left, and the main ambience is slowed down and freezed guitar. So we have a mix of three of them: ambient, rhythmical, and creepy one. The melody is played by Ebo with on my electric guitar through distortion, I think. So yeah, this is how I work on with the sound palettes, and when I am at home and when I'm practicing. So I work on the creepy one. The first one was the creepy one. Then we had the ambient one, mixed with a rhythmical or rhythmic one. And I can show you a little sample from my next album called Calls. I'm still trying to start my Indiegogo fundraising for it, because I need support. I need your help for mixing and mastering, and I need a guy who will make a graphic design, and I want to print special edition CDs. But I hope we will do it together, and Indiegogo will verify my ID that I am David Kolar. I'm not someone else. Okay, let me show you rhythmic color. So I can show you sample from the album. The beginning is about that. Yeah, these weird sounds are made by trumpet, my friend Paolo Ranieri, who played through distortion pedal. This is the beginning of this piece was rhythmical. This is what I work on a lot. It's my rhythm. I spend a lot of time with metronome and in 7, 4, 5, 6, different rhythms, and you can hear it here also in bass in this piece, and slowly we are going to the last palette, color on my palette, which I call technical or soloing. You can hear both of them. The rhythmic one was the beginning, and technical or soloing is the here you can hear the guitar. This is acoustic baritone with wah wah pedal. What is important for me when I'm soloing is to make gaps between the phrases and build a solo from phrases. This is very, very important for me. And I'm trying to build a basic formula like A and B, and it's like a question and answer, as you can hear in the solo. Now it's like I go up, then I go down. I go somewhere in the middle and then I go up or I go down. But still, gaps must be there. This is what makes how you can make a great solo. Like, for example, masters like Jeff Beck, David Gilmour, or Miles Davis and jazz. If you will listen to Kind of Blue and his phrases, there are a lot of gaps, and this gap is very important. Is important such a melody or phrase which he played before and which he will play after the gap. So yeah, these are my colors on my sound palette. So we have ambient one, we have dark one, we have rhythmic one, we have creepy, and we have a technical and soloing. Also, when I'm soloing, I have two guitar pickups, one is close to my bridge, one is close to my guitar neck, and when I play with the single coil close to my guitar neck, I'm trying to be like a good guitar player, I'm trying to play every note and every phrase very clean. But when I switch to guitar to the single coil which is on close to the bridge, I'm trying to be crazy, like I cannot play something like Mark Ribot style, or Fred Frith. I want to go there, so I can have a contrast during the solo. It's like, okay, it's technically perfect, you make gaps, blah blah blah, and then there are some weird parts, and I really like this contrast. I like it a lot. So yeah, this is what I wanted to share with you in this second episode. My musical palette, my palette of my musical colors. So also I like to use technology. This is very important in my life and in my music. So all of these parts, all of these colors, they could be in one musical piece together, and I can create each one in Ableton Live from my own guitar samples or samples of my musical colleagues. So yeah. Thank you for listening, and let me know what do you think about it. Let me know about your sound palette, or let's have a chat. Let's talk. Music is here. Music gives us hope, and it's here because I cannot imagine my life without the music and all great musicians who are now my friends. I can call them my friends. I have a privilege to call them my friends. So music makes our lives better. I'm pretty sure about that, and gives us hope. And this is quote of my friend Rick Cox from Los Angeles, and it's really beautiful one. So let me know, let's talk, and help me with this podcast, and I will try to make more, maybe even videos. Let's see, and in the end of the podcast, I want to say thank you, Dave Mullen, for helping me. Okay, have a nice day. Bye-bye.